We're going to be going live. Okay. It looks like we are live now. Hello, everyone out in the Facebook world. I hope there's people joining us. Unfortunately, on my end, I can't see who's joining, but I look forward to hearing from you. This is Amy with Paper House Productions. Welcome to this Thursday this week. Today is May 27th, and it is our fifth live from home, Paper House at Home. And we are very excited to have our friend Amber. She came to our world through the New York City Planner Group, and she's now on our creative team. And I have to say, she inspires me every day. I see something from her posted, and I just am in awe. So I would like to introduce Amber. I'm going to have her pop in. I think. There she is. Okay, great. Hi, Amber. Thank you so much for joining us. It's really awesome to have you.
Hi, Amy. Thank you again for having me.
Absolutely.
I'm really excited.
Yeah. Excellent. So what Amber is going to work with us on today, first of all, she's going to show us, do a flip through on several of her journals. She's got there's a stack of 5. She can show them to us.
Yes.
She's going to talk us through how she plans and works with them. I mean, literally every day. Every day she's in these planners, in these journals. And then she's also going to show us how she starts a journal, take a journal and add a pocket and some extra stuff to it. And then we'll do a little a plan with me for your reading journal, I think you said.
Yes.
So, all right. So I'm going to let you start showing us. Someone just said, yes, she is. I'm thinking she means inspirational. So, why don't you start wherever you want to start?
Okay. All right. Great. Thank you again, Amy. Hi, everyone. I'm excited to show a flip through of my journal stack. This has been requested a couple of times, and I might have done flip throughs of maybe one journal here and there, but I'm really excited to show the whole collection and let everyone know that you can use 5 journals if you want to. For me, I'm a project-oriented person, and I think of my life as being in compartments. So I love using 5 journals because they're all about 5 different areas of my life that I'm really passionate about. And when I work on one journal at a time, I can really focus on that one item. So I have the 5 journals here. Again, so here's the stack. I'll start with the art journal. You can see how big this one is. I love the Paper House journals because they are so the paper is it's so thin, when you begin a new journal, but then you can really throw so many materials at it and it still holds its shape. You don't have any page fallout, and you can really abuse this journal artistically, if that's a thing, and go wild on decorating and being as creative as you want.
Right.
So this is my art journal. I chose it because I really love the quote. It says, "Words are, in my not so humble opinion, our most inexhaustible source of magic." It's a Harry Potter quote. And you can see I added a pocket to the front. In the pockets, I like to keep things like stickers, maybe a bookmark, other materials that I might reach for while I'm using the journal. And I started with an index, and there's a quote here. This quote says, "Blessed are all the weird people, poets, misfits, writers, mystics, painters, and troubadours, for they teach us to see the world through different eyes." And I love this quote so much because it really speaks to our artistic world and letting ourselves be free with our expression. So
That's
here I
gorgeous.
added, this is a calendar at a glance. I printed this out on sticker paper and used these, this is washi tape just to accent them, and washi tape here with like artistic implements. This is a mood tracker. I think that I added this like before I started to use this like really as an art journal. So you see I never went back to this page. And then here are the different journaling entries that I did. So this is like my very first one. I used Gelatos. And you can see that
Oh.
with the Gelatos, it gives the paper like a very crinkly texture, but yet it doesn't bleed through to the other page.
I was just going to ask, and you can write easily on that with pen, right? Or
Yes. So
is it a little waxy?
it's a little bit waxy, but this is a regular ballpoint pen.
Oh, great. Okay.
Yeah, when I started out, I wasn't using very fancy pens yet. I don't think
Okay.
I'm still not really using very fancy pens, but I'm using like a lot of ballpoint here. So this again, this is a lot of gelato, um,
Nice.
printables.
And are most of those stickers those big images like those like the balloons with the letters? Is that a sticker or did you draw that?
These are printable stickers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so yeah, all of these, most of them are stickers. I did
Okay.
this page. This is a piece of wrapping paper. I really love lemons
Oh,
and like
that's
this color
cool.
scheme. So I did wrapping paper, ripped it, fussy cut some of the lemons from the wrapping paper, and then used elements like this is a sticker. This is another
Nice.
like, quote sticker.
I love it. And so I have asked Amber this in the past, but I'm going to ask it so she can answer for everyone else. I had said, do you decorate on the day that you journal, or do you
You're
decorate
just
in
in time.
advance? Right, and that's perfect. Or do you decorate in advance and then choose based on your mood, or like maybe what the image is or whatever, to do your journaling? So,
Okay, so here's a page that I decorated in advance, and I didn't journal in it yet because I hadn't gotten in the mood to go back to this page yet.
right, right. Okay. So
So
you do,
sometimes,
so most of it's in advance and then you go back and journal in it.
yeah, a lot of it is in advance because we go to the park a lot, especially now, like in the spring and summer, and I would like to take my journal with me and
Gotcha.
journal in the park. And then if the pages are decorated in advance, I don't need to have any tools with me except for the pen.
Right,
Like here's
right.
another example. To make it easy for myself, I marked the pre-decorated pages with a post-it so that I could have easy access to go back and
Nice.
um, and work on them later.
Right. Like that's a nice spring. That looks very springy, and
Hmm.
that would be like a nice one. Like you said, sitting at the park. Whereas the
Yes.
whereas one with the snowflakes, not so much, not in the spring.
Yeah.
Right.
Here's
Okay.
like a nice fall one.
Right. And I don't see it, not that I'm like inspecting it, but do you put dates on your
Um,
journals?
here's a date down here.
Oh, okay, you do. Okay. Okay.
I don't think I always put a date, and I should, because this is not really like in chronological order. Like I
Well,
said, like here's some blank pages, and
right. Well, that's what made me ask. I was thinking to myself, so it's not like it's going in order.
Mhm.
If you're journaling every day, generally it starts here and continues on. But if you're popping around and doing different things, then you're not necessarily sure when you did it. So
Exactly. Yeah. So I'm gonna try to be better about
yeah,
dates. So here I started using watercolor.
I love it.
I was loving the gelatos for a really long time, and
Uh,
then so here's some more watercolor. I got this tool from We Are Memory Keepers. It's like a paint sprayer.
oh,
So you can see like it gives a really nice effect of
Oh, that's cool. It's like a splatter.
yeah.
Nice.
So I was really enjoying that for a while. Here's more watercolor. And again,
Yeah.
I'll show you that with the watercolor, there's very little bleed through.
Right. And
Like these
it
are
just
very
makes the pages,
vibrant.
yeah, it makes the pages crinkly,
Mhm.
which is kind of fun. Very nice. You're getting
Yes,
lots of comments over here on the side. It says, someone had said, well, New York City Planners said, go Amber. It's under Facebook user, but it says, I cannot wait to see this. Love your journals, Amber. That is glorious. Mackenzie says, hello, ladies. Someone else said, beautiful pages, Amber. Janice says she loves the watercolor. And Crystal, love, love, love your spreads. So you're
Oh,
getting lots
thank
of
you,
love.
everyone.
So you've got plenty of, so basically you've got, let's see, how many pages are our journal,
I'll tell you because I numbered them. There's
so smart.
240.
Okay. So then you have basically 120 spreads, right? Because you
Yes.
do 2-page
Mhm.
spreads. Okay.
Yeah. And yeah, like right about here, I think there's maybe about 10 pages left. It just got so big. I
Right.
think I'm going to start a new one.
Okay.
Let me say really quickly, I think it's a great idea to devote a couple of pages in the back for pen tests.
Oh, yep. Good idea.
And you can see my pen test. I had done a pretty good job about saying what pens it was that I was using.
Right.
And you can see there isn't any bleed through.
Right.
And then I had notes about the pen, like I didn't like this one because it was scratchy.
Right. I don't like
But
scratchy pens either.
yeah, those are good things to keep note of.
Very nice. Excellent. They're beautiful.
So I really like this one. Like this would be great for Valentine's Day or
Yes.
spring.
Yes. I love it.
So here I was doing like an experiment. So this would be like a page that I hadn't put any printables or stickers on yet.
Right.
And I tend to do that too.
I really like it as it is. I think that's great. Like it's nice and I don't know.
Yeah, so there was an experiment.
I like it.
This is scrapbook paper, but it's like that thin type of scrapbook paper,
Right.
and I
Right.
ripped it.
Very nice. So when you were doing the gelatos, how do you smooth out your gelatos? What do you use the tool that comes with them, or do you use something else?
There's a thin tool that kind of looks like a cigarette with a spongy part.
Yes. Is that what
And
you use?
I don't love that.
No, me either.
but-
I feel like it doesn't.
I find that it was pulling up the paper fibers when I would use it. But I like there's a dauber.
Oh.
You ever use a dauber to like when you're stamping or when you're inking the edges of
Yes,
things?
so it's got like a tiny little sponge or whatever on it.
Yeah, and you can remove those sponges, and there's like a round sponge.
Oh, okay.
I use that. So like here's a piece of wax paper. And this is like a piece of sticker paper. I would put the gelato on the paper and then maybe wet the dauber and run it on the paper and then paint it onto the page. That works really well to get the wash of color, like for here where it's not so waxy. I think for like the wintry spreads, I had done that a lot.
Okay.
Like here.
Okay. I know Lay Ralston, Mommy Lay, does what she does with her gelatos is she uses a baby wipe and to blend them.
Mm-hmm.
And I tried it with I messed it all. I messed my journal all up by trying that. I messed it up. I used a wet paper towel. It's just not the same.
Yeah, I've heard the baby wipe. But I haven't tried it personally yet.
Yeah.
You can also put the gelato straight onto the paper, and dab at it with the dauber. But for
Right.
me, I like to do it on the wax paper first too,
Okay. And
because I
then
like
paint it.
the wash of color.
Gotcha. Okay.
Um,
It makes it like a watercolor.
yeah. Like
Right.
I don't use bold colors that much.
Right.
Um, and it's interesting we're talking about this because we're about to enter my bold color phase
Right.
of the journal. So this is done with acrylic paint
Oh, wow.
right onto the page.
Okay.
This again, it's acrylic, and you can see that the acrylic, it's really thick, like kind of
Right.
sits on the paper.
But it doesn't
It
bleed
doesn't bleed
through.
through.
That's amazing. That's really great.
Yeah, here again, here's acrylic.
Wow.
Here was experimenting.
Yeah, I like that.
I really love this one, like with those blocks. And
Yeah,
again, this is acrylic.
I love it. I'm telling you, I want to paint everything right now.
Yeah, this is another
And I
one of
love
my
how it's
favorites.
crackling.
Yeah, it's because the acrylic is sticking together a little bit.
Right. Oh, that is so beautiful.
This is one of my favorites.
That is
This
gorgeous.
is a Axwell and Ingrosso for any EDM fans out there. This is a song,
Okay.
and it was like stuck in my head for days. I was like, I should just
You just do
exercise it somehow.
right. Get it out.
hmm What I would also say is a good technique is if you were doing watercolor and it did bleed through, to do acrylic on the other page, on the
Okay.
backward facing page, so that you could
Okay.
cover up the watercolor if you wanted to,
Oh,
or
okay.
or if it bled through, you could do like a complementary watercolor on the other side.
Right,
So
right. Makes sense. Okay.
yeah, in art, there's no
There's
mistakes,
no
right?
rules.
Right. This one I really love. So this is like a smushing technique, Amy. I think we talked about it, where you take a piece of plastic
Right.
and you paint the watercolor on the plastic, and then you put
And
it
then
onto
press
the
it down.
paper,
Yes.
and then
Yeah.
maybe like squeeze it or run your fingers over it, and it makes a
Right. To
really nice
blend it up.
design. And I love the way that
That is so
looks.
pretty. And I love your handwriting.
Thank you. I'm not like particularly good at lettering, but
Me
I
either.
went
I
to
forgot
Catholic
it.
school where like
Yeah,
handwriting was
I can
super
tell.
important, and I got all the
Like,
handwriting awards. So like you might not see me letter, but I could just like write really neatly, and that's my one of my superpowers.
right. That's funny. My mom went to Catholic school too, and I think that's what's made me think it's very nicely. It's just very
hmm
nice penmanship.
Yeah. Yeah. So again, so this is more acrylic. This was a technique where I took like a card, like a plastic card,
Uh-huh.
and put the paint onto the card and kind of just like scrape it along the paper,
Oh,
and you can see that
interesting.
you get like a texture here.
Right, right. And so what did you use? What are the green, are those stickers or did you paint that? Yeah, that.
I painted this,
Okay.
and I have acrylic markers, the type of
Oh,
markers that you could paint like rocks with,
right.
and
Okay.
I
And that's
make
where the
a lot
white's
of
not.
yeah, I do a
Got
lot of the accents with those
right.
acrylic markers.
Janice says your journal is a work of art and she loves your creativity.
Oh, thank you, Janice.
Patricia says Amber rocks.
Thank you, Patricia. And Patricia's logging in all the way from California. So thank you.
Thank you, Patricia. That is, and it's early, well, it's early-ish there. It's going on 7, right?
Yeah. This is another one of my favorite. Like I kind of gravitate like towards these neutral tones, and
Right.
yellow is my absolute favorite color.
Gotcha. Okay.
So here's an example of a page that I pre-painted. So this is with
Okay.
acrylic paint,
Okay.
and I didn't get to go back with stickers yet.
Right. Okay.
So on the pre-planning, there's maybe two things that I would do. I might Like if I get up really early one day, I would do like while I'm making breakfast, maybe have the journal open on the counter, and I
Mhm.
would do like watercolor and then go do something, and then when I come back, the watercolor is dry. I would turn the page and like do watercolor on the
Okay.
next page, and do maybe 5 pages at
Got
a time. And then I might go in for like round two, where like, oh, like this sticker matches the watercolors on this page, and lay down stickers to match the watercolors. And then maybe a couple of days later, I'd have the journal out with me, and I could open it up and journal on the page that's been
Gotcha.
decorated.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
So you're
so
doing
there's
that
kind of
while you're
like two
making breakfast.
passes. Yeah, while I'm making breakfast or
Wow.
laundry.
Okay. Right.
Basically, if nobody else is around, if
Gotcha.
there's people up, then no creativity is
All bets
happening.
are off.
Right.
Shayna says, you watercolor while making breakfast? What? My hero.
Yeah, I have like little stations.
That's
Um,
great.
okay, so this is entering the Tempura paint pen
Okay.
period of my notebook. So I discovered these things. They're called Tempura paint pens, and they give them to like children. It's like painting, but it's a crayon,
Right.
not really as waxy as a gelato is.
Okay.
And when you put it down, the color doesn't really move or smudge at all, and it's very neat.
Okay.
So I really like once you paint on the paper, like the paper starts feeling like, Tamoy River paper, how it's like kind of
Oh, yes. Oh,
waxy on the top.
it like softens it up. Sorry, I just crashed.
Yes, so that's the feeling that you get when you color over the paper with tempera paint papers.
Oh, okay.
And tempera paint is really affordable. You could get like a box of 24 for maybe like $6 or $7 on
Really?
Amazon.
Okay, that's great.
Mhm. Yeah, so there's a tip. So here's tempera paint again. Like I really like
It's a
doing.
gateway. It's a gateway pen.
Yeah.
Gateway paint.
So here I was trying something new. I didn't finish. I was going to write like a mantra over and over again,
Oh,
and
okay.
then paint over it, and then do
Oh,
stickers, and then journal over it.
oh, that's
But my
cool.
hand got tired. So here again we have watercolor with
Right.
the
Scrap paper.
thinner scrap of paper.
Right.
Yes,
Okay.
and washi. So here again, this is gelatos. I
Right.
really like the gelato that's like opalescent.
Mm-hmm.
And I did a tip in here
Nice.
with a journaling card. This is another one of my favorites. Like I really like the folk art look here.
Yeah, I love those big stickers. I have to say,
Yes,
right before we got on, I'm just gonna make a slight aside.
sure.
Right before we got on the live, I was watching a live with Keleva Plan,
Oh, Kelly
who,
Plan, yeah.
yes. So I've just discovered her. Like I didn't know who she was. Um, and she's got this sticker book coming out tomorrow. It's launching tomorrow, and I have been drooling over it. It's called Roy G. Biv, and it's got these big stickers, like this big, and it's all different colors of the rainbow.
Oh,
All these pages. Needless to say, I'm getting it tomorrow. She's watching it, but these big flower stickers are making me think of that because that's what like it's a really big sticker, and then she's cutting it to fit into her planner, however she's doing it. But I love that it's all the colors of the rainbow. Anyway, I just gave her a plug.
yeah.
But
I love big stickers. Like, well, you can see.
yeah,
This one I really loved. Again, it was scrapbook paper that I ripped it, but this
mhm.
was a piece of vellum with the
Okay.
house and the words printed on it.
Oh, I
Um,
see.
and it just looks so pretty when I like cut it and
Right.
pasted it in there.
Yeah, that's very nice. Oh,
But
that's
again,
really
so
pretty.
this is vellum right here. This,
Nice.
if you could see it.
That's so
Yeah, like
pretty.
right there. This is
Yep,
vellum.
I see it. Yep. Oh,
This
nice.
is a piece of this is the capital chic scrapbook pad. So I cut it out and did some
Very nice.
journaling. This was my ode to Mommy Lay's rainbows.
Uh-huh.
She had done like one of her Instagram reels with the rainbow, and I was like, oh, that's so
Right.
beautiful.
It was funny. I just saw a Tombow ad, and it was somebody drawing these little rainbows, and I'm like, that looks like Lay. And so
Yeah.
watching it and watching, and then I scanned down and it said that it was courtesy of Mommy Lay. I'm like, I knew it.
Oh, yeah, like the little rainbows. And again, this is
Yes.
these are the acrylic paint markers. I like to
Okay.
do. I didn't talk about it, but I do like to do some type of border around the pages.
Okay.
Um,
I've noticed
Maybe I'll go
like
back
whether
later.
it's washi or like a bunch of stickers along the edge or
Right,
whatever.
right. Or sometimes I would do a word, like the same word repeating around the border. Like
Oh,
here's a
okay.
border with the dots. Again,
Yep.
this is a scrap of paper. And then like here's more
Right.
pre-decorated pages. This one I was reserving for summer, like with the
I was gonna say it's
watermelon
very summer, yeah.
season. Yes. I love this one with that little cat. We have a tip in here.
I like the tip-ins. I have some of those cards in my bullet journal at work, and I really like this card, but what am I gonna do with it? I like that idea of just
Oh, like the
putting it as a
project life
tip-in.
cards. Yeah, I
Yeah.
used to like leave notes for coworkers on these
Hmm.
cards,
Yeah. Very
or like
good.
use them like the same way I would use a post-it. I
Hmm.
love this one. So this is like the paper house,
That's
the
beautiful.
Galaxy Washi tape. So this was for the Sexual Assault Awareness Month
Oh, very
spread,
nice. Hmm.
and I chose to do this is the Sia song with David
Hmm.
Guetta, Bulletproof,
Yes.
and I
That's
drew the
really
bullet.
love it. That's really great. Ooh, that's
And,
fun.
yeah, so this is going to be the Electricity song by Dua Lipa, but I didn't get a chance
Oh,
to do it in there. Yeah, I
very
love songs and song lyrics. I really love this one. I saw this quote on a shirt, like an Urban Apparel sweatshirt.
hmm hmm
So I really like that
Very
saying.
nice.
The Dream Without Fear. Another like Mommy Lay
Another
Rainbow.
rainbow, yeah. I love rainbows. It's all just so beautiful.
Thank you. So yeah, again, I want to encourage you, play
Oh,
with those materials,
you can,
and use up those journals.
yeah, I know. Well,
There's
I have a stack of journals that are empty because I'm like afraid to mess them up.
and
Like, it's
here,
such a
like
nice
this
journal.
is
I don't want to ruin it.
you can't
I
like
know.
it's
I know. In
yeah, now
art,
we're
there are
coming
no
to the end.
mistakes. I love
Right.
it. I love it. It's great.
But again, like no page fallout.
Right.
And I
That's
know that's
awesome.
like page fallout is very frustrating for a lot of people.
Yes. And what I like is how sturdy those pages are. Even though the paper isn't super thick, it's
Right,
not
it's
like
not thick. Hmm.
right, but it's very sturdy.
Yes. Yeah, and not a lot of bleed through.
Right.
With a very wide variety of pens. They have a pen test back here. Okay, so this is my reading journal,
Love it.
and I love the vinyl sticker here. I love these colors. You
Yeah.
can see I did a pocket in the back, like with the
Oh,
coordinating
nice.
scrapbook paper.
Okay.
And this is actually like the first bullet type of journal that I did, and I printed out the bullet journal
Oh,
instructions and tipped them in, and then I
wow.
forgot about it and never touched it again. But like, there's the pen test,
Good. Nice.
and you can see like there's only one pen that
That
didn't
bled
work.
through.
It's the Marks a Lot, and I think
Right.
it's more like a permanent marker type of pen anyway.
Right.
So
And the
wouldn't
other
use
ones
that.
is like a tiny bit of ghosting, but it's not bad at all. Like
Uh,
barely. Oh, not even. Yeah,
yeah,
barely.
yeah, I would say barely.
Yeah.
And these, yeah, I don't really use the marks a lot, but all of these I use all the time.
Hmm. Very nice.
All right, so this is the reading journal. So this is what we would be making today. I've heard it be called a pencil guard or a page guard.
Oh,
And
okay.
I like it because you can lay it, it works as a bookmark, or you could lay it behind the page that you will be writing on.
Oh, okay. So if
If
something
it,
does bleed through, it doesn't really bleed through to
right,
the next page.
to the next page, yes.
Right. Okay. Smart.
So I put this is one of those uh, s- sticker pockets from
Right.
Target.
Yes.
So I put that in the front, and these are the types of stickers that I use in the reading journal. Like I have a couple of the reading icons
Right.
and dots for checking off lists. So we will, when we add the pocket, like these are the types of things that you would use it for.
Okay. Okay.
So
That's
I
really
decorated this
pretty.
page. I have this year. I thought I
Mhm.
would color it in, but I didn't. Um, oh, I also forgot to say that eventually I did add tabs to this journal because I'm constantly like flipping back because I have challenges and other pages that I fill in addition to the
Gotcha.
reading journaling that I'm using.
Okay.
Um, so there's like some cutouts for like manifesting all the reading that I would
Right.
have wanted to do this
I
year.
think you've done that.
I think so. All right, so here's the index, and as you can see again, like I numbered all of the pages.
Okay.
And I don't use the index that much now because I ended up putting tabs on it, and the tabs are easier
Right.
for
Well, that
me.
makes sense. Yeah. I
Mhm.
think tabs are probably a whole lot easier.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's my year at a glance.
Nice. So
These are future logs.
do you have a year at a glance in each of your journals, no matter what they're for? 'Cause I
I
know that
have
you had one in the beginning of the art.
of the art journal. Yes, I
Oh,
did.
okay.
I have it in some of them. I don't think I did it for my vision journal.
Okay. I was just curious. I don't know. I guess because I saw it in the second one. I'm like, oh, do you do that in each one? So,
Yeah. I did it here. I did it for art journal, and I did it for my intellectual devotional journal. And that's
okay.
because those are the three that I started with first,
Right.
following the bullet journal
Idea.
method.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Right. Okay. Makes sense.
Yeah, like the bullet journal method tells you here's the things that you need to do. So
Right. You have your
yeah, I
future
follow that
log, you
one.
have your year at a glance, the month at a glance, that kind of stuff. So, yeah.
Yeah. But then like it evolves, and I kind of like use the things that work for me.
Right. It
So
morphed.
here is my yeah. So here's my future log,
Okay.
and what I was using it for were like book club meetings that I was going
Got it.
to for
Mhm.
specific books, and knowing that I
Right.
needed to finish the book by that day.
Right. Got it.
This is the reading goals
Nice.
tab. So I got up to 36 so far.
Great.
And I started putting the tabs here. So
Right.
there's like the goals tab. This is just like a decorative element.
That's cool.
This is another tracker that I didn't end up like filling it in every day.
Mhm.
And then here's like challenge pages. So this is a 2021 reading challenge. And like I
Oh,
showed
where
you the
you
dots. So like
okay.
those are the dots. Those are how I would use them for checking off
Got it.
the things that I've read.
Okay. I've never done one of those types of challenges. The only challenge that I've ever done is like on the Goodreads thing where it says, I'm challenging myself to read X number of books this year.
Hmm.
But I've never done one where, there's very specific types of books that you read. That's something to consider for next year. I mean, I could even try and do it the rest of this year, but but I like that
Yeah.
idea.
I try to do it. I try to do one or two challenges. Like here's another challenge that I'm doing, and I tipped in the page again so that I have
Okay.
access to it.
Right.
But what it does, if I was left to my own devices, like I would be reading like domestic thrillers all day, every day, all the gaslighting books, like all the terrible
Speaking
husbands.
of, speaking of, I just finished a book. I'm telling everybody about it. It's called Darling Rose Gold. Have you heard of it?
It's on my shelf. Yes, I have it in my to reads pile.
Okay.
Yes.
It was so good. So good. Okay. That's all I have to say.
Domestic thriller?
Yes. Domestic thriller,
Okay.
gaslighting, psychological. Yeah. It's
Yes.
good.
And it goes like against everything I'm about, like in real life.
Right.
Like it's
Well, that's
right.
fiction. It's fiction.
Yes. Yeah, yeah. So it's like just a safe way to to indulge.
Still adult. Exactly. I read a
Yes.
lot of historical fiction, and I joke with my son because I'm like, high school was a long time ago for me, and I'm always joking. I'm like, I think I've learned more about history from reading historical fiction than I
Yeah,
did when
that's
I
from
was
high
in high
school.
school. I was too busy talking.
It's yeah. Well, it's like the application of the event, right? Or like how
Right,
did it affect people?
right, right.
That
And this
that.
is really telling you how it affected people,
hmm
because you're hearing about their life. So,
Yeah, yeah. I like historical fiction too.
yeah.
So what I have here is okay, book recommendations.
Oh,
And I
nice.
get a
Okay.
lot of book recommendations, like from magazines, or if a friend
Hmm.
gives me a recommendation, I would write it down. And then I would go back and check it off, like if I finished it.
Right. Do you print out the covers of most of your books,
Uh,
or no?
no,
I just saw a whole bunch of
but
them, so I wasn't sure.
yeah. So yeah, these are from the magazines, like Real
Okay.
Simple. I read Real Simple, Good Housekeeping, and Better Homes and Gardens.
Okay.
So most of the book recommendations that I get
Get from
would
there.
be from there, yeah, from those magazines. Or I would just write them. Like
Right.
have I have a bunch here, like of the more classic ones, and that
Right.
I didn't have the book for.
Got it.
And then these are to be read, my own books. Now this one is funny. Montauk. I own this book, and yet I
Uh-huh.
borrowed it from the library last week. Why? Like I was attracted to the cover.
I can't tell you how many times I have taken the same book out of the library, and then I'm
Yes.
in like the first 5 pages. I'm like, I think I read this one already.
Uh-huh. And there's your darling rose gold.
There you go.
So
Okay.
yeah, I own this book. So I
Okay.
should be
Good.
going back to this page.
Instead
These are
of going
books
to
that
the
I
library.
own and not go to the library. And then these were books that I had taken out from the library that also to read.
Okay. I
So this
love
is this
love
is the book
this.
tracker.
Yeah.
Um, and I thought that this was going to be really hard to draw, but it wasn't.
I think for me it would be hard writing the titles on the spines.
Oh,
You know what I mean? Because like
yeah, I used like one of those like very thin,
super pointy.
yeah, maybe like a point 0.7 or a point 0.5
Right.
nib and write it in. But it'd have to be in print for me. I don't think like when I write in script, I kind of like go
Right.
wide.
Right.
Yeah.
That's true. It gets yeah.
hmm
By the way, I haven't read much of the quotes, but there's definitely like lots of love coming to you. Um, Max says, "I love this one, so bright and fun." That was a little while ago. I'm sorry I missed that one.
Oh, okay.
And Deb Davidson says, "Love, love, love that reading journal." And Shayna said, "Look at that book tracker." And someone else said that bookcase with like hard eyes. Yeah, so you're getting lots of love on your journal.
Oh, thank you. I'd also say that this is colored in with colored pencil.
Oh,
And
okay.
colored pencil is another medium that works really well on the paper.
Excellent.
So this is
It's
a
like
series
lots of-
tracker
Oh, okay.
for series that I wanted to complete. This is a book club page.
How many book
So
clubs are you in?
I'm in 4. Our friend Marissa just recruited me to another book club
Oh,
this year. Yes.
because I know
Yeah,
the
so 4.
the Planner girls have one.
hmm
Um, and your next book is something I just read, I think.
Big Summer.
Yes, that was good. That was good. I like that book.
Yeah, she's a really good writer.
Yeah,
Yeah, I haven't read the book yet. But yeah, and Marissa runs that book club
right,
too,
right.
the Planner and X1. Yeah, so the Planner Addicts Brooklyn Library Peanut Blossom book club for recovering readers. That one is fun. It's for people that like didn't like, or either they read a lot in high school and then kind of fell off as an adult and then are getting back into reading again. But they
Oh,
have really
interesting.
good recommendations for books.
Oh, okay. Max
And then
says,
this
oh,
page
I
is
was going to
something that
say,
I want to
Max
talk about.
says, I always read the book club books months later. Shame on me.
Oh.
Okay. Oh, did not finish. I have a
Did
did
not
not
finish.
finish. Yeah.
hmm So I only devoted one page for this. I'm going to have to probably make the facing page. I did not finish. And I want to tell everybody out there, do not waste your time
Yeah.
to on reading books that aren't working for you because they're keeping you from bigger and
From
better
a good
things.
book. Exactly.
hmm
And I very rarely don't finish, but sometimes it's just like, I can't do it. I
Yeah,
can't do
it's like
it.
a guilt thing,
It
it's like
is.
you have to finish what you started and all that. But I want to say no.
Not necessary.
Yes.
Okay.
So this page is where I'm putting my favorite books for each month in.
Oh, okay.
So for May, I've already read like my favorite book. It was called the Mother-in-Law. It was so good.
Okay. I'll have to look. I saw you post about that one. I'll have to check it out.
And then we're going into these are the monthly pages where I have a monthly page and then pages for each book that I read.
Oh, okay.
So on my monthly page, I usually go with the month, maybe like a little month at a glance.
Hmm.
If there's any book club meetings for that month,
Okay.
and then the books that I read,
Great.
and like a quote for the month.
Very nice.
So the first book that I read for this year was the Michelle Obama book. Well, I shouldn't say I read it. I listened to it on audiobook because she was
Oh,
the
okay.
narrator, and it was wonderful.
Yeah. Someone gave me the book and I probably read half of it and then got distracted. And then I felt guilty that I never went back to it. So then I thought, I think I'm going to listen to it because I think I want to hear her read it.
hmm
Yeah.
Did you do that?
I haven't yet. No.
Oh,
But
okay.
it comes up. I'm like, oh, I should really listen to that. And then I don't know. My squirrel brain gets away from me. My cat decided to join us. Um, but no, I promise I absolutely will listen to that and to Barack's book as well. I
Oh,
want to read
okay.
that
I
as
have
well.
to add that one to my list. But yeah, the
Yes.
the Becoming was wonderful. Okay, so this was another book challenge. It's called Romanceopoly.
Okay.
So you roll it, and it's kind of like Monopoly, where you roll a dice and then you go around the board and read a romance book that fits one of these
Like,
descriptions.
okay. Excellent.
And then we go into like the journal pages. So this is you
Gotcha.
had asked me if I print out the books when I read them, and I had done it for the Michelle Obama book and for Home Before Dark.
Hmm.
So my review would be like notes. I had like some stats about the book, like the length,
I,
the genre, format.
did you draw that?
Yes,
Oh my God, that's so cute.
thank
I love
you.
it.
And then these checklists, like they have the 5 stars. I have so many of those, so that works out really
Great.
well for a book rating system.
Okay.
So this one I printed out the book cover. This one I kind of created a mood, like a mood
Okay. Like a mood
board.
board. Yeah.
Yeah, this
Cool.
was one of the U books. The second one, Hidden
Oh,
Bodies. So
yes.
that was really cool.
I have to read those too. And I've heard there's a show that they made a show out of it too. So got to watch
hmm
that. Yeah.
Uh, this was 10 arguments for deleting your social media. So I did this a couple of times where I was printing out like a mood board for the
Nice.
book. And then I wanted to get into drawing. This was 142 ostriches.
Oh,
And it had a
wow.
beautiful like ostrich feather cover. So I like
Okay.
recreated it a little bit
Photocopied it. Yeah.
here.
Nice. And do
Um,
you take notes on every book you read, or just like key
um,
notes?
I would say maybe like 3 out of 4. Yeah, but maybe like
Wow.
75% of the books would have notes.
Okay. Nice.
This is one that I really love. The cover. I'm sorry, the lying
Right.
room. So I recreated that.
Very
This
nice.
one I did like the mood of the book. This was the Grace Year. I had a
Mhm.
lot to say about that one.
I see.
And then this one, I just did some notes. I didn't do any like covers or arts. This
Right.
one, I just did some notes. It's like a couple of pages of some notes. I really
Right.
loved this cover, so I recreated that one.
The cover
This
is
one was,
why I read that book.
yeah, like I love the like that line drawing was
Right.
very
Yes.
nice, and I'm
Yes.
amazed that I drew that too.
Yes,
Honestly,
that's really nice.
we have one of the planner. Oh, so these are from Romanceopoly. I put this on
Okay.
sticker paper because it was
Okay.
hard to like keep track, and I thought, let me just stick them into the book so I have them all there.
Got it.
So here's some more book pages. Oh, so what I was about to say was Estrella, one
Hmm.
of the planner addicts, she told me that if you don't like something that you did, like art or something, like take a picture of it and then look at the picture, and you'll love it.
Oh,
It's
that's
like this
interesting
skewed
because
vision that
you're
we have
looking
of
at it a
ourselves.
different way.
Yes.
Oh, interesting. And she's an artist who makes really nice things.
Yeah, so she would know.
Right.
Okay, so I created this. This is a printable that I created, and then I tipped it into the
Oh,
book,
okay. That's cool.
and then I drew some artwork.
Very nice. You're very artistic.
Thank you. And then
That's
you can
great.
see like I might write like a couple of notes or more
Right.
notes.
Right. Right.
So
I
this is
like
like
that
another
idea of
printable that I did.
the check boxes. Those little star check boxes. That's perfect for that.
Oh, this one?
Yeah. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
really cool. I like that.
So
So
here I was
I'm
reading a lot and not
not
drawing as much.
journaling as much. Or yeah.
Yeah.
Um, I just, like I said, I had just finished Darling Rose Gold, and I'm very stingy with my stars. Like I think I've only given maybe 5 books out of all the books I've read in my life a 5-star review. Um, and this one almost got a 5-star. Like I was like,
Really?
it's 4.5.
Oh, okay. It's
And that's just me. I feel like I can't give all of these books 5 stars. Not all of the books can be, that good. You know
mhm.
what I mean? So I think that's why I'm stingy with them. But anyway, that's me. Oh, Deb just said, here's a book recommendation for you and Amy. The Wife Upstairs by Rachel Hawkins. I just saw that in my Libby app, The Wife Upstairs, and I think I heard good things about it. So, okay. Thank you, Deb.
Thanks, Deb.
I'm writing these down.
Okay, so this is my scripture journal. So I'm Muslim, and I started Quran journaling during Ramadan,
Hmm.
and so I used Paper House for that.
Very nice.
So the idea behind scripture journaling, and like a lot of my Catholic and Christian friends also do it. They would take one verse and write what it means, and then write like some action that they can take to apply that verse to their daily lives.
Okay.
So it
Nice.
was doing like something the same.
Okay. So you
So
did
for
that.
this,
I was just
yes,
going to
so I
say
did
that's
that during.
part of your um, extra prayers. Basically, during
Hmm.
Ramadan, you'd spend more time journaling during that time.
Yes.
Okay.
So again, I didn't do much
Ooh,
like in the way
pretty.
of painting and things, but I did do like some embellishing with
Right.
uh, like with
That's
scrapbook of paper or stickers, because
very
I think
nice.
like the script is so pretty like by itself.
Right.
And these are gel pens, and you
Okay.
can see again like no bleed through.
Very nice. So pretty.
And I had a lot to write for. I had a sticker fall off from somewhere.
I like the feathers. I've seen a lot of feather
Yeah, I like the
stickers in
feathers
your,
too.
yeah, they're very nice. I like those.
Like this I really liked like this washi technique, and I
Mhm.
use a lot of washi in my journaling, as you
Very
can
nice.
see.
So pretty. I love the color combos, with the like that blue one that you just had with that sort of like a goldish yellow. That's really pretty.
Hmm. Yeah, and I think like the washi take really adds to it.
Right. Very nice. So now those printables, you print those out on sticker paper. Do
Hmm.
you cut them or do you have a Cricut?
I have a Cricut, but it wasn't working really well for the printables, so I've been fussy cutting them.
Oh, okay.
And it's yeah, again, like if it's early in the morning, like it's very therapeutic, or if you put a
Right.
YouTube video on or something like that and fussy cut,
Okay.
and then I keep them in the back,
Back
in
pocket.
the pocket.
Right.
Hmm.
Gotcha. Very nice.
So this is the vision journal.
Okay.
So instead of doing a vision board this year, I thought it would be cool to do a vision journal, and then I could um, maybe like check in with my goals or amend the goals or write
Right.
progress and things like that.
Nice.
So you had asked about if I did a future log, and for this I didn't.
Okay.
Yeah, I just did a goals page, but I didn't end up filling this out because I didn't
Gotcha.
have like a calendar date for the goals.
Right. Right.
So what I did is I put like what my best day ever would look like,
Okay.
um, and then like kind of like details of the goals.
Hmm.
And again, I got a lot of these images are from magazines.
Hmm.
There's a lot of stickers.
Right.
And this is one where I used a lot of tabs. So the tabs
Okay.
here are for like different areas of my life. So I had goals for creativity, and I think like my creativity has taken off a lot since kind of writing that down and
Right.
establishing what I wanted to do.
Hmm. So you're definitely on top of that goal.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And then I had so for style and beauty,
Very nice.
um, taking time for like beauty and clothes and things like that.
Right. Nice.
Balance, so lots of self-care goals.
Hmm.
Uh, my nephew left a note in here. It says, "Do not look inside." Okay.
It's a secret note. Even you can't know what it is.
Yes.
That's funny. Very nice.
Then home and family.
Right.
So I want to have like a cozy home
Right.
filled with lots of love and good
Right.
food and
That's a
nice
good idea
office.
to break it up into the different sections of your life. Like when I remember when we did our Shayna's saying, she's telling Rebecca, she's tagged Rebecca, that she has to watch this because of your journal. Because Rebecca does a lot of, she does a lot of great, she cuts a lot of stuff out of magazines and makes these great collages and stuff like that. So I think she'd really like your journal too. But what I was going to say, when we did our vision board, we did like a vision board thing with you guys, with like the New
In
York City Planner Group in like February, I think it was, or maybe it was
Mhm.
in March. And I had done a page in my journal, which I figured, I'm going to have that, I'll see it more often.
Mhm.
But it's hard to just put everything in one place, like all
Mhm.
the different sections of your life. So having it sectioned out is a really good idea.
Oh, thank you. I recommend it. It worked for me a lot.
Mhm.
Travel and adventure. I wanted to include a page back when we did um, the workshop. Things were very up in the air
Right,
as to what we were doing.
right.
And happily, we're taking a trip, like a small trip, like a road trip,
Oh, nice.
in the next month. So I'm happy
Very
to do
good.
that. Yeah, travel is a very big section in my book.
Yes. Yeah.
There's like so many things that I want to do. I want to
Right.
be on the beach. I want to ski. I want to ride in hot air balloons. Uh,
You got a lot to do.
yes. Then I have like relationships.
Hmm.
I really want to like cultivate my my female friendships, my
Hmm.
marriage, like my
Right.
familial relationships.
Very nice.
And then I had like a section for like for my nephew and like things I would like to help him work on.
Okay.
And then like money, of course.
Finances. Yeah.
Yeah, finances.
So that was in my, what I was travel and finances. Those were my big things. I really want to travel again. Everything was up in the air when we were doing that. But I am going to Ireland in September into October, so I'm really excited about that. Um,
Congratulations.
Thank you. Finances we're still working on. What I'm worried about is my son's going to college. And I'm like, I have to pay for college. So anyway, we'll get there.
So this is the last one.
Okay.
So this is my intellectual devotional. So I have this set of books. I just bought one over here today. It's called the Intellectual Devotional, and it's a book that there's 365 entries. So
Oh,
one
okay.
entry per day. So every day you could read a page and you would learn something about either someone or a country or maybe like a historical event, a
Right.
personality, etc.
Okay.
So I would read the page, maybe like watch something about that person, and then I could say that I like learned something
Right.
every day. And in this journal, I would write about whatever it is that I learned.
Right. That's great. So
Yeah, so the
literally learning
journals,
something every day
yeah,
and journaling about it. That's great.
yeah. So I have like Everyday Matters. Again,
Mhm.
the pocket with the stickers that I use. So here I use like the date stickers
Right.
from the creative journaling
Hmm.
collection at Paper House. Um, so I have keys. So these are the materials that I'm using. So the intellectual devotional, um, their modern culture book, their biographies book, their health book, and their American history book.
Wow.
So I had a future log here that I didn't end up using.
Right.
I spilled something, and
Makes it look like watercolor.
yes, yes. And then so this is maybe like my most no frills journal of the collection,
Right.
because it's just notes,
Right.
and the weeks. But I really love learning something, and
Right. I
you know,
like
and I
that.
like
That's very
how
cool.
it looks like with the creative journaling stickers. Like it
Mhm.
looks,
Yeah.
it blends in with the page so easily.
Right. Very nicely.
And again, it holds up. The paper holds up again, like to any kind of pen. You can see there's no bleed
Right.
through. Even like the highlighting as well. Like the highlighting doesn't really smear on the pens.
So you have one of those page savers in each no, actually I was thinking of the
Oh,
laminated thing.
this one?
So do you have one in each of your journals? Or
In almost
maybe
each
not
of
all.
them. I don't have one in the goals journal, but I have one for every other journal.
Okay.
Because it's very helpful, especially like if I'm using a scratchy pen
Right.
to have that extra surface area.
Right. Got it.
And again, like
Very
every
nice.
journal has the back pocket, and
Okay.
most of the time I do a front pocket.
Gotcha.
All
All
right,
right.
so
Very nice. Okay, so
we have
now you are going to do a quick setup of like a your front pocket, your back pocket, and an extra bookmark
yes.
in a new journal. Okay.
hmm
All right. Very good.
So what, I'm going to use this journal. I really love it.
Okay.
It says "Make Today Amazing,"
Yeah.
and I chose this paper because I felt like it coordinated really
It does. It
well.
goes nicely with the inside.
hmm and the paper is double-sided, which I always recommend
Right.
because when you get do the page guard to have um, to not have to use like another piece of scrapbook paper.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
So I have a 12 by 12 piece of scrapbook paper here. I'm going to start by cutting off like that top piece that has the label,
Barcode. Yeah. Okay.
and then I'm going to cut the paper at 6.5 inches. Okay, so I have this part, the 6.5 inch part will be for the pocket, and the
Okay.
leftover paper you'll use for the page guard and the bookmark. So for the page guard, we're going to
Okay.
cut it at 8.5 inches. Okay, so the one scrap of paper you get to use all of it with this
Oh,
project.
okay. Smart.
So I'll put the bookmark and the page guard aside, and I'm going to score this paper now. So this is the pocket. I'm scoring it at 2 and 4, and 9 3/4. So that's on the 12-inch side.
Okay.
Then I'm going to score it this way at 3.5. Okay, so we end up with this. So now we need to decide which side do we want to show in the book. I'm kind of partial to the peach side.
Yeah. Okay.
What do you think?
Well, I really like the pattern, but I think the peach side just goes nicer with the inside. But I don't know. I just like that pattern.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's the peach side for me.
Yeah.
All right, so I have this. This is a hole punch, or it's
Okay.
called a circle punch,
Right.
and I'm going to make a notch in the pocket before I glue it into the book. So I'm cutting it like right here. So it's halfway in.
Okay.
So it makes this notch.
Okay.
Here. And where the notch is helpful is you can pull things out of the pocket.
Right. So like it doesn't, you don't have to like dig in.
Yeah.
Got it.
And we'll fold this. Let's take a look at this. Oh, wait, I folded on the wrong side. We agreed
I
on
was just going to say, wait a second. But that pattern is so pretty.
It is, but
You're gonna, you can have that
we have these too.
Right.
So yeah, so the page.
Oh, did I lose? I can't hear you. All of a sudden. I don't know why. Say something. I don't know what happened. Shayna, can you hear her?
Oh, that's weird. Can you hear me now?
Okay. Yep, now I can hear you.
That is so strange. Okay, I left my scissors in the other room, but in the interest of time, I'm just gonna tear this part right here.
Oh, okay. So that's
Yeah.
is that the part where basically you'll glue that down
Yes.
or tape it down? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So don't try this at home. Okay. So this is the part that's being glued down because this is facing the back of the book.
Got it.
All right. We have my glue runner. I'm going to burnish on the edges over here. Okay, I think I need to get another
Is it empty?
Yes.
Of course.
I'm just gonna get another
No
glue.
problem.
Okay?
Go ahead. How's everybody doing? I see we've still got about 10 folks watching. How's everybody doing? Good? Are you getting lots of great ideas? Amber is so inspirational, I have to say. Every time I see she like posts something else really beautiful and creative, and I just don't even understand how she gets it all done in one day. But she does it because she probably doesn't sleep. Oh, wait, what? Oh, Shane is sending me a message. Oh, this is perfect. Or do you want me to do it now? Shayna, I can do it now. We have a minute. Okay. So I don't know how many people were watching last Friday. Shayna was on Erin Makes with Paper House with Erin Reed. Erin Makes with Paper House, but anyway, Shayna was on there, and we were going to do another giveaway, and we were going to announce it today. And our winner is Jen Grosskreutz. I don't know if I said that right or wrong. But if you happen to watch this, email us at info@paperhouseproductions.com to claim your prize. That is Jen, Grosskreutz. Grosskreutz. All right. Thank you. All right. I think
All right.
Amber is back with her tape runner.
Yes. Thank you. Okay, so I just taped the back.
Okay.
I'm about to affix it here. I like to leave maybe like about a quarter of an inch
Mm-hmm.
around, and then I would burnish the edge
Very nice.
just to get the glue to adhere to the back of the book. Okay, so then we
Very
have a
nice.
pocket.
And look at that, instant pocket. And so you often do a pocket on the front as well.
Yes.
Okay.
So for the front, I have this pocket. So these are, they used to sell pockets at the dollar store. It's like an adhesive pocket, and you get, I think, a pack of 5 or a pack of 10.
Okay.
I thought this would be really fun here.
Okay.
And I kind of like to leave an inch for the front pocket just so that it looks proportional
Right.
to how far away the pocket is, like from the edge
Gotcha.
of the book. We'll burnish that down. And this is something fun. We have like these frames. I thought it would be
Yes.
fun to have like the frame on the pocket.
That's a great idea. Oh, that's actually really cool.
I wonder if this one goes versus I really like this one as well. What do you think, Amy?
Well, I'm thinking only because I'm thinking go with just without the words, only because the words sort of get lost with that pattern.
You're right.
Whereas that's just like sort of a nice, like maybe that side even. Or
The wooden side?
no, never mind. I'd take it back. Once I saw it, I was like, nah. Yeah, that's
yeah,
cool.
I think because this is gray, like the frame is gray.
Yeah.
Oh, I did this wrong.
I was just as you do it, I'm like, wait a second.
Okay.
It's the B and I.
Let's see.
Well, let's see. Let's look at the other ones.
Yeah, let's look at the other one. So I have this one. This is blue with a dark blue, and this is like a teal and.
Oh, that might work.
This one.
That one maybe. No, the no, I'm sorry, not the blue one. Although I kind of do like the blue one. Oh wait,
maybe the light blue.
That. I like that. That's fun.
All right, we are doing it on the dark blue side.
Blue side.
Right, there are no accidents, right?
Right. So is that sold out? No. Sold out's crossed out. I can't tell. Oh, that one is sold out, I think. We have other ones. Let's find the other DCC. Yes, card packs. What other card packs do we have? Shane is being a good producer in the background there. That's fun. That's a fun one. I really like those little frames. The colors on the frames that Shane has got on the screen right now.
Oh, these are pretty.
Did that work, or did it overlap the front of the? Oh, that worked. Oh, okay.
No, it worked.
Okay, good.
Okay, so
that's pretty. I like that.
And then I had like some of these clear stickers.
I love the beach clear sticker is one of my favorite things in the world. I love that
Yeah, like
sticker
if we
pad.
have the seahorse like right on the corner, could be cute. And then maybe
Very
the
cute.
compass on
Yeah, I
one
like
side.
that.
Yeah, that looks nice.
It does. The blue goes with the sort of the blue on the back of the card, and then that sort of purplish color.
Maybe we can have this like overlap a little bit on the edge.
That's really cute. I like that.
Yeah, I like how that came out.
Excellent.
Okay, so
And
the frames fit around the those pockets perfectly.
good to know.
All right, so next we have our front pocket and our back pocket. We have these two pieces of paper.
Okay.
I'm gonna get my corner rounder. And this is how I like to do my page guards. Like I like to have the tab up at the top and then rounded corners on the
Rounded
bottom.
corner. Oh, okay.
And the rounded corners, I like I'm using the 1/4 of an inch
Okay.
side to the rounded corner on the bottom of both of those. And then I have this handy tool for making tabs.
Oh, clever.
That's what comes out as a
Well,
nice tab there.
isn't that cool? They make a gadget for everything.
Okay, so there's a tab on the other side. So yeah, so
Very nice.
if the pocket's not on like the more fun side, never
Right.
fear because you have the two additional pieces of paper.
Right.
What I also like to do is maybe put like a fun sticker on the bookmark.
So what is your plan for this journal? What will this be for?
This
Or have you
one,
not decided yet?
yeah, I think I'm going to do the art journal, another art journal,
Oh, okay.
because as you can see, the other one
It was
is
very full.
very full. Yeah, so I'm going to do, so the top of this will say, "This is us."
Oh, nice.
And that way, like when it's in the book,
Got it.
peeps out really nicely. I want to use like one of these really pretty dolls. Maybe this one.
I love that book. That those stickers and this Jameson Reid sticker book just beautiful. I love that one.
Yeah. Maybe she could like nestle onto the side of this heart list.
Oh, Mackenzie just mentioned a content idea journal.
That's a good
So
idea.
that is a good idea.
Okay, so that's the one. Um, and then for the page guard, I like to do maybe sometimes a quote.
Okay.
I really like the hustle and heart one is nice.
I was just thinking you could use that long vacation one for your travel page.
That's such a great idea.
I think it might be further towards the front, the vacation one. I can't remember where it was. There's a bunch of primary colors on that page, though. I know that.
Oh,
That
this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Actually,
I mean, not necessarily for this, but I'm just thinking for your in your goals journal. Actually, that's kind of fun.
I think that, I'm going to use this. Thank you, Amy. When I'm journaling, I'm vacationing from life.
Exactly.
Yeah. And these colors kind of go really nicely.
Cool.
No, we'll do this one.
What's that one say?
Yeah, this one says, "Make it happen. You got this."
You got this. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. That goes really nicely with that.
Yeah, the color is perfect. And I like this girl. And I love the flower. And maybe the striped flag, because it kind of echoes the stripes
With the other side. Yep, I like that.
Okay, I'm going to just lay this right here. Well, because I also like these flowers. Okay.
I was saying last week during Jenny did she do a setup? Oh yeah, she did a setup in her journey book. And she did a lot of layering. And I've never been good with layering stickers because I feel like I'm hiding them. It's silly. But I've been noticing, I've been seeing a lot of layered stickers, and I'm embracing it. I like it a lot.
Yeah, I have too. And I probably like minimally layer. I'm still a little skittish
Right.
about it,
Right.
but I can, add that to my list of like creative goals to like layer more.
Right.
Yeah, but I really like the way these two turned out.
Yeah, they're really nice.
Yeah, so I would laminate them as the next step.
Okay.
So I put my laminator on while we're waiting for that.
Okay.
I will do the page in the reading journal. So it'll be a monthly page. Okay, so for the reading journal, I thought I would go with the Jameson Read stickers again.
Okay.
So what I did was I wrote a quote for myself about June. It says, "It was June and the world smelled of roses. The sunshine was like powdered gold over the grassy hillside."
Oh, that sounds so nice.
So those are June goals. And I think I want to use like this girl with the books.
Makes perfect sense.
So I'm gonna put that on the side. And then I usually like to use like one of those long washi strips.
Mm-hmm.
Probably I'll go with this one. This glittery piece,
Okay.
as well as the flowered one. Okay, so we can put that inside here. And I'm going to get a marker. So these are the markers that I use. They're like from Amazon.
Oh,
They're dual
that's
tip
pretty
brush
container.
markers. Yeah, I like that they're well contained.
Right.
So I'm gonna go with like a dark pink. Maybe like a lighter pink. These two would be really pretty. So we talked about penmanship before. I said that I'm not a letterer, but I have pretty good penmanship. So what I usually do is like a large block lettering of the month.
Okay. And you're a lefty.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so this pinky is like always dirty. So, if I'm not working with like the best pen.
Right.
Okay, so there's my block lettering for June. And then I would go in with like the darker color. And on the thin side, what I like about these are they have the brush part and they
The
have
dual
the thin
size,
side.
right?
So I'd go in with the dual side.
Shane,
And
Shana just posted, fun fact, left-handers make up approximately 12% of the population.
that is a fun fact.
It is.
12% is not a small number.
No, it's really not. My husband is a lefty. A few of my coworkers are lefties. Shana says she's always wanted to be left-handed. I always wanted to be 5'10". I fell just a little short of it. I think at my tallest, I've shrunk a little bit. At my tallest, I was just under 5'9". But I always thought 5'10". That's how tall models are. Yeah. That's pretty.
Yeah, so then I'm going to do the month at a glance. Okay, so I wrote this note for myself. So Monday is the 1st.
Yes.
And Tuesday is the 2nd. So do the month probably.
Monday's the 31st.
Monday's the 31st?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I'm just making all kinds of mistakes.
I know that because our summer intern is coming into work. She's starting on June 2nd, and Monday's on June 1st, and Monday's Memorial Day. So
Okay.
It's May 31st. Yes.
So Tuesday is the 1st.
Yes.
Okay. So we got Tuesday, Wednesday. All right.
Okay, so we got a couple more comments I just want to read out. Shana has the same markers. She says they're packed in there so hard, sometimes it's hard to get them out. Erin is here. Hi, Erin. And Shana is 5'2" on a good day, and Mac is 5 foot.
I think I'm 5'2" on a good day. I think like on all my official paperwork, I'm 5'2", but I hope that nobody like measures me. The number might be fudged a little bit.
Amy McClure, the other Amy at Paper House, the one that packs out everybody's orders and leaves nice notes on them. She is 4'10" and a half. Or was she 4'11" and a half? Anyway, she's under 5 foot, and we like to tease her a lot about how short she is. So
there's 30 days in June, right?
Yes.
Okay, and the 30th is on Wednesday?
I think that's right. Let me check. Erica is 5'10", and she says it's hard to find pants long enough. You know what? I get tall pants at Old Navy. I love their tall pants. Just an FYI. So June. is, yes, the 30th is on Wednesday. That is correct. Always smart to just double check.
So I thought it would also be fun to have my meetings here on the sticker.
Oh, good idea. Shayna's put the calendar up for everybody to see.
Oh, thank you, Shayna.
Mac, what did you never notice? Mac said she never noticed that, and I don't know what she's talking about. I'm hoping she tells us. That's a pretty page already.
And I would put the thank you. I think I'll put the books on this side, the books that I've read.
Gotcha. Well, she's shorter than you, Mac.
I think maybe this could be.
I love those little strips. Oh, so does Shayna. Shayna just popped that in. Maybe, yeah, I was going to say on the bottom, maybe. Yeah, to the left, and then you could put her to the right.
Right here, right?
Yeah. Well, that's perfect. I like that.
Yeah, that looks so good.
It
Teamwork.
really does. And then will you put your quote on that
You can
page,
put
or
the
will you
quote,
put it to the
yeah,
left?
right
Oh,
here on the
okay.
bottom. Yeah,
Got
right
it.
next to the girl.
I love all the outfits on that book. I'm looking at the sticker book. It's so pretty.
Yeah, I think this one. I think we have room for like some more deco, like a flower here.
Right.
Okay, and then I will.
So then you'll put your books to read, or the ones you are reading.
The books that I've read. So I'd put the book and then the date that I finished it.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Let's see, I should start like right here.
I love this page. I just think it's so nice.
Thank you. It came together so quickly.
It did.
Okay, that's perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Like a little nice messed up here, so I'll put like some deco to cover it up. Maybe another flower.
There you go. Someone just asked which sticker book would be good for quotes. Actually, the Inspirational sticker book, Shauna's sticker book, it's got lots of great quotes and it's very inspirational. In fact, my planner this week, I used that sticker book for my planner. I wonder if I don't think I can post a picture of it. But maybe Shana can bring that up on screen, that maybe some of the pages out of it. I'm not sure how quickly you can get that kind of imagery.
Is it this one?
Oh, or Amber could just show us.
We're on the same wavelength. Yeah, I was looking at this one for quotes. There's a lot of the quotes here are very uplifting and positive.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I like this book a lot. I was really feeling it this week. It was like nice and bright and yellow.
This is cute. So I pulled this out because I wanted to get a flag. I like to do a page flag in the upper corner.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And then like layer it with some deco.
Nice.
Okay, so there is our June reading page.
I love it. That's great.
Here.
Very nice. I like it a lot.
Yeah, right at the beginning of this year with bullet journaling, I was very intimidated. There's a lot of amazing artists out there, and the intimidation kind of keeps you from getting started with something that could potentially be amazing for you.
Exactly. And that's how I do bullet journaling too. And I always felt like, oh, I can't make my pages that pretty. And, it really doesn't matter. And for the most part, my bullet journal, at least my work bullet journal, Christine Meyer is on and she says hi.
Hi, Christine.
But mostly I use it I make lists. You know what I mean? I make lists and I take notes, and that's the majority of what I do. And it doesn't have to be pretty. It just has to work for me. I'll play with pretty when I have time to play with pretty.
Yeah. Like I really love it.
I love it. That looks really good.
Thank you. And these I really loved as well.
We only got a few of them, and I think we're gonna bring some back into the shop. I think those are all sold out.
Oh, okay.
Because we had gotten them from another artist, and so we're just distributing them on our site just to see what people would think, and of course, people loved them.
So my laminator is warmed up. I'll laminate these really quickly to see the finished result.
All right. So your house is full of craft materials.
Yes. The laminator gets a lot of use over here.
Okay. All right, we're going to watch it laminate.
Maybe while this is going, does anybody have any questions for me?
Oh, Erin did say, I love that bullet journals are the new way to make art any way you want to. That's great. Yeah, I agree. I think, I know people are, I don't know if it's calling it omni journaling or multimedia journaling, but it seems like that's a lot of what you're doing already with your journals.
I haven't heard of the term omni journaling.
Oh,
but
really?
That's really cool that there's a term for it.
or junk journaling. That's what Shayna was saying. Junk journaling, like, just put whatever you have in your journal and like stick it in there. There's another lady that I met at PlannerCon. Teresa, what is her last name?
Teresa Collins?
No, not Teresa Collins. Shoot. I can't remember her name. I'll post it when I come up with it. Like I have her on Facebook. I can't remember her last name, but she does. She had done Teresa Hall. Thank you, Shayna. She had done one of the classes at the first PlannerCon on bullet journaling, and she does a lot of what she calls omni journaling, where she takes ephemera and like maybe a stamp or a postcard that somebody sent her, and she puts it in her journal and she journals around it. Maybe like a little key, like a fever. So
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have this laminated. I'll cut this, and I'll show you, or I'll talk about why I kind of left this big empty space here.
Okay.
If you have things to laminate, of course, it makes sense to like laminate everything at once.
Right.
But on the other hand, like if you don't have a lot to laminate, don't be afraid of like getting leftover laminate material like this, because you can still use this. So what I do is, okay, so I laminated this. I'm going to get my corner rounder.
Oh, right. Okay.
The fourth of an inch side.
I have a feeling I know what she's going to use it for, Shayna. Shayna was just saying, what do you use it for? I'm afraid to waste it. I have a feeling I might know because I saw something in your journal that was clear.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
All right, so these two are laminated. Let me grab, I lost the journal that we just worked on. Here it is. All right, so there's the journal, and there are the two coordinating pieces.
Those are perfect with that journal.
So there, that fits really nicely. Like I love how the top just peeks out. And then the other bookmark, she can hang out over here, like if I need to use her again. And then the other piece, I could cut this in half. Let's see how wide this is. This is a little bit less than 6 inches wide. It's 5 1/4. So maybe I could do like 2 1/8 of an inch here, so that I get two
relatively even sized.
Yeah, two relatively even pieces. And then I would take like washi tape and make like a nice washi tape bookmark. These. I think these two colors are really pretty, like a nice contrast. So I'll just do a couple of strips because I know we're running late on time, but just to give you an idea. And I leave a space here. And I would go all the way down the bookmark and then laminate this piece so that you get a peekaboo bookmark. I guess you could call it a peekaboo washi bookmark.
Okay. So you've got a piece of laminate, you put washi over it and then laminate it again.
Yes.
Got it.
And then when you laminate it again, it doesn't warp this piece of laminate. It comes out pretty flat. And we're readers here. We use
Yeah.
bookmarks all the time. My nephew steals bookmarks from me all the time.
Uh-huh.
Um, and they're nice to have like as
I
gifts.
have somebody joined me. My cat is looking at the ceiling fan. I'm just afraid she's going to jump at and attack it. I don't know what she's doing. Sorry. Not trying to be a distraction here. I like that. That's very cool. Or you could use it as like sort of a washi. Oh, that's the other thing. You could use it as a place so you could store your washi, like to take with you if you think you're going to just use little pieces.
Oh, you could do that too. Yeah, like with this.
Right, like without laminating, over top of it.
I might laminate it because it's kind of flimsy.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, but you could laminate this. Or I've put like a sticker on and then laminated with the sticker so that it's kind of like a clear washi.
See, that's what I thought you were going to do because you had a decoration in one of your journals and it looked like it was clear that had stickers on it. And I didn't know if that was maybe one. I think I saw that.
What color was it?
It was clear, but I think it had like yellow or gold stickers on it.
Oh, maybe it was a piece of vellum.
Ah, maybe. Okay. I was thinking maybe that's what you were holding it like to use it for. So, okay.
That's a good idea too. Or maybe you could use this piece as a tip-in.
Right, or like it's some sort of dashboard type thing, depending on how much extra you have. If you have enough extra, you could make sort of a dashboard that you could tip in.
Yeah, so
many different things you can do. Yes, exactly. It will not go to waste is the point. Right. Crystal was asking how long you've been creative planning or bullet journaling.
I've been bullet journaling maybe since December of 2020, so pretty new.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, and I kind of jumped right into it and started doing my own thing.
Right. And
but with creative planning, I've done that maybe since creative planning started, like with all the big planners. Like 2014, 2015. Okay. I've always been a planner since high school, college. I always had a planner.
Right.
And then scrapbooking, I am very into scrapbooking too, and I've done that maybe since like 2008, 2007, 2008.
So what planner do you use? Do you use like, in addition to your journals, you have a planner as well?
Yes. So I use the Paper House. I don't have it in this room with me, but I use the Paper House spiral planner. It's weekly.
Right, the dated one, right?
The dated one with the bees on it.
Yes. Okay, that's right. Okay. All righty. Crystal says that's awesome, and Ravian says hello.
Hi, Ravian. Hi,
Crystal. All right. So does anybody have any more questions for Amber? I feel like I've been hogging it. I've been hogging Amber. Sorry, and now I see me bigger and I see all my grays.
They're highlights.
Yeah, exactly. Shayna says this is such an awesome inspiration, and I agree. I'm very inspired to do lots more in journals. Like I said, I have a stack of unused journals. I have so many things I could be doing in them that I'm not. And although I think I'm getting closer to, as I mentioned, my son is going to college in the fall. And I told him I'm going to start a book of things he needs to know, just stuff that he would come to us for all the time. So I'm going to start a book for him of I've seen it in these mom groups, like, what kind of things do you put together for your kids to take with them, to school, like how to do X, Y, or Z, and things that they need to remember and things like that. So
That's such a great idea for a book.
I'll dedicate a journal to him, and the getting ready for college. I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of things, making sure that you've signed up for this, making sure, we get your health stuff in and your down payments and all those things. I have a feeling I'm going to need a book just for that.
I recommend it. I recommend, like, if you have a project, dedicate one notebook to the project.
Right. That's what Shayna just said. That's a good idea. Easy recipes, how to get a stain out of a shirt. He gets bloody noses. Absolutely need to show him how to get a stain out of a shirt. So, yeah. All right. Anything else?
You could have a section for him to ask you questions.
Oh, that's true. Like, what do I do if kind of thing. Yeah. Yeah, because there's lots of things, he'll call me while he's out. I have to do whatever it is. What do I do? So, all right. Any more questions from our viewers, or are you all just so inspired to do fun stuff? Oh, Max says, thank you for the inspiration, Amber.
You're so welcome.
This was great. This was really, really good. I'm really happy that you got to show us all of your things and give everybody some inspiration. This has been a really good live. So thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you again for having me.
Absolutely. And I'm not sure who's up next week. I know we have a tentative schedule, and I'm pretty sure we have somebody scheduled for next week. Maybe Shayna could pop on for 2 seconds and let us know if she knows who that is, or even just flash it up on the screen. Do you recall? She's just hanging out in the background. Oh, we'll follow up. Okay. All right. Very good. All right. We're going to sign off, and the cat's leaving. And everybody have a wonderful night. Oh, Jazzy's Creation Designs, she says thank you too. So thank you. Everyone's saying thank you.
Yeah, thank you, everyone. Have a good night.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye.